Hi, Janelle here with Sheep Hill Herbs. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another video. Happy to have you here today. It is a beautiful, wonderful day. Isn't every day here on planet Earth? So if you're new, welcome. If you've been here before, thanks so much for coming back. I'm going to ask everyone to like, subscribe, hit the bell button, leave a comment, and check out my description down below. I have my link tree, which is the first link in the description. Links to everything that is me, which is my newsletter, the herbal companies that I recommend if you're buying large amounts of herbs. I have my Etsy shop. I have my home herbalist certification kind of course, and all kinds of other things. So before we get started, I want to share the topic of this video. It is called making elderberry syrup with honey, and I know I have an elderberry glycerite video, which is the quick and easy version of making elderberry medicine that lasts longer. It goes in a tincture bottle and it has a long shelf life. Elderberry syrup made with honey has to be refrigerated so that it can be long lasting. It is delicious, it is nutritious, and I must say I put this video together and I forgot to do a clip of the finished product in the jar. I have the very end where I'm adding my honey to my elderberry decoction, but I forgot to do the jar, the finished product, which is just so gorgeously beautiful. But it's deep purple. Hopefully you've seen elderberry syrup. And I wanted to share with you some important information about elderberry, why you may want to make your own elderberry syrup. This is Sambucas nigra. It is the elder plant. And I am using right now Natural Health, Encyclopedia of Herbal Medicine by Andrew Chevalier, FNIMH. Beautiful book, lots of great pictures, really good descriptions. So elder has a lot of folklore attached to this plant, especially like many plants from Europe. Chopping the elder branches was considered dangerous in rural England because it was believed that the tree was inhabited by the elder mother. To avoid her wrath, woodcutters would recite a placatory rhyme. Elder is a valuable remedy for flu, colds, and chesty conditions. So, parts used, and I'm going to hold this up because I think it's a lovely picture. This diagram right here, there's the flower. Down here is the berry. So, parts used: flowers to reduce inflammation, the dried berries or the fresh berries, and what I use in my video is frozen berries. Dried flowering tops. Berries are nutritious and can be laxative. Key constituents: flavonoids, phenolic acids, tryptophanes, sterols, volatile oil, mucilage, tannins. The berries have vitamins A and C. Key actions of this plant: increases sweating, diuretic, anti-inflammatory. Research done on elderberries. In Israel, there was some research published in 1995. People who developed flu were given either a placebo or elderberry extract. Of those taking the extract, 90% recovered in 2 to 3 days, while 90% of those taking placebo took 6 days to recover. And I'm kind of going through this quickly. Elderberry is extremely popular right now, and herbs can go in waves of popularity. It may remain this way for a long time. I recommend planting your own elderberry bush, which will turn into a tree. Beautiful, beautiful tree. You would have plenty of berries to harvest for yourself and for your small community around you. So look for some elderberry to plant this year find a friend, a neighbor, a nursery, and plant your own elderberry. So I'm going to go into the video, show you step by step how to make elderberry syrup. It's easy and it's delicious and it's very, very effective. Let's get started. I want to show you how to make elderberry syrup from frozen elderberries. And I use frozen elderberries because I can get them easily at one of my local health food stores. And I don't know, I just like to make it with the frozen. So what I did was put 2 cups of the elderberry, frozen elderberry in here. And because they're frozen, they have extra water content versus the dried berries. So then I added 4 cups of water. And I'm going to simmer this and simmer it down so that I'm going to reduce it, not quite half, but like between 1/4 and 1/2. These are not exact measurements. But a lot of making herbal remedies at home is sort of like cooking and understanding the process and getting used to what things should look like consistency wise. Like if you're making bread or baking, you have to like practice and get used to what consistency would appear. So it depends. Like I said, it will reduce at least 1/4, maybe a little bit more. And I'm going to look at the consistency of the decoction that is left and how dark it is. And so I'm putting my burner on a medium heat. I don't want to boil it. I want a fast simmer though. So right now this I would call a gentle boil, fast simmer. I probably should turn it down a teeny bit. And what I want is for the water level to go down. And you will see a stain where the line originally started and then where it drops down to. So I want to watch that go down. Next step is to strain the berries away from the concentrated liquid. I'm going to do this into a pottery bowl. I do not like to put my herbs in plastic or aluminum for sure. So here is my elderberry that has simmered down, and there is a good inch line from here to the liquid, and it's more than 1/4, not quite half. It took about 2 hours, and I had it simmering pretty low, like a 1 on my stove. My stove gets really hot though. But I'm gonna let this cool somewhat, and then I will show you how to mix it with the honey. So you can see this beautiful purple, dark purple liquid. The berries are here, there's some here. I'm going to lightly press on them. I don't want to squish them too much, but I'm going to press lightly and get the remaining juice and then compost these berries. So I'm filming with one hand, that's why I'm not showing you in process, but it squishes really easily. And I just pushed down, got the rest of the liquid out. There is still some more here, but I'm really not going to push harder than this. So when you put the liquid back in the pot, you want to measure and make sure you know exactly how many cups of the decoction you now have, because you're going to put equal parts of honey. Now what I like to do is add some vegetable glycerin, food grade vegetable glycerin, because I find it helps preserve better than just the honey. It'll last longer. And so I need 3 cups of honey, but I'm going to use 1/2 cup of vegetable glycerin, and so I'll do 2.5 cups honey. Now I'm going to add my 2.5 cups honey, and I will probably heat very low just to stir all of this together, and then I'm going to put it in my jars and keep it in the refrigerator. Move the cup, please.